Good morning. How is everyone doing? I'm doing well. So let's give it a minute for everyone to hop in here. Look at coin. So coin ended up working out pretty perfect here. Um, yeah, I'll take a look at that, Danny. Just give me a minute. Um, so higher lows, lower highs. Also, if we zoom in a bit, right, this resistance, clean break. Broke right through, pushed up to the next resistance above, right? Rejected, 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 rejected. Now it's up 7.9% in pre-market. Right. I mean, Bitcoin is moving, so yeah, Bitcoin is moving a bit here overnight, so it makes sense. But there's always a reason behind it, right? The technical analysis typically plays out. It typically plays out. So, I mean, this was a perfect chart. If you caught it, congratulations. You want me to cover MDB? You like to look to the upside. Why do you like to look to the upside? Let's take a look. So we got some higher lows, a little fake out right there. We have this clean resistance. Right, goes right through it, but you know, could still draw like that. We have this previous support here, which we're sitting right at, so that needs to hold. So if 342 can hold, which is this previous support, maybe we can hold here. You know, we're sitting at the lows, so you know you're playing a bottom reversal. Not a bad chart. Yeah, it did hold support. So let's take a look at MSTR. Yeah, this is breaking out too. MicroStrategy up 9% pre-market. Let's take a look at some setups for today. So QQQ bounced right off that support. I mean, like perfectly. It can't really get much better. Bounced right off the support. I took puts on shop yesterday in the beginning of the day. Played that drop down. And then of course the rest of the day they got faked out is what it is. So let's see what we got today. So we ended up bouncing right off that previous support, pushing back up again, and now we have this previous support potentially acting as a resistance. Right, resistance, support, support, and we're sitting right at that level. So we're sitting at a pretty big level here, guys. Also, this previous support here, right? Support, previous support there. So pretty two big significant levels that we're sitting at. Everything is green here pre-market, so you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we push right through it, but it is a pretty big resistance. SPY. Let's see what we got. So up 0.5%. Previous support acted as support. Fake out right through it. Ended up pushing right back up and holding perfectly. Right. This support is now holding perfectly as another bounce zone. We do kind of have a double top here. And if we draw like this, it goes through it, but you know, we could draw like that. Not really a fan of it though. It's kind of a little bit forced. Yeah, it's too forced for me. But we do have a double top here, so if SPY breaks through 424.77. It should push up. But we do also have another double top right here. Right, resistance, resistance. So if it can clear this zone, it looks pretty good to the upside. Right, we can kind of draw this like that now. So AMD, tried playing AMD yesterday too. Right, but resistance, resistance, resistance. Took calls right here with a stop loss right here. And rejected, created a double top. And the news came out of the video with the AI. Yeah, if everyone can like the video, that'd be great. So that AI news kind of ruined that play. But solid setup, potentially needs more time. Shop, right? We took puts through that previous support. Ended up reclaiming pretty perfectly. Now it's back in that zone. Right? This just chop zone here. Right back in it. Let's try and find a setup for today. Microsoft, nothing really. Remove this. Google. Google looks pretty decent. Right, resistance, resistance, resistance. Pushing through 137.66. News at 9:45. PMI composite flash. Yep, let's take a look. I'll post that here. So thank you for the reminder, Rusty. Here is the news for today, or the important news, right? Just the 3 stars. At 9:45, we have services PMI. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, or it's also in the Discord. So if you ever, need to see what's coming up, it's in the Discord. So PMI at 9:45. Powell speaks tomorrow also with crude oil. This looks pretty good though. Google. So keep an eye on Google. Let's see what else we got. NVIDIA. I like the look of NVIDIA also. We have this kind of triple top right here. Well, let's delete this chart. Redo it. Right, so we have this clean resistance. We also have this kind of triple top right here. We also have, right, this previous support, acted as support, resistance, resistance, resistance. And now it's pushing through here in pre-market. It's up 0.6%. Had news yesterday. And we also have a gap to fill here with another huge gap to fill to the upside. So maybe this will be top watch at open. Calls right here for a breakout and a push to 447. 447 is high up. That'd be a crazy push to 447. But it's possible. If we can gain a rally, get a rally here at open, maybe. But we'll definitely keep an eye on that. This is definitely flagging. It also bounced right off this previous support. All right, look at this chart here. It also is like a head and shoulders though, so. Right, here's a neckline. Left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So we could watch that though. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Apple. Starting to form the same thing. Needs a little bit more time. Disney, let's delete this and redo it. Amazon's pushing. Needs more time. Tesla. So Tesla's sitting at this previous low, right? From August 18th. We're sitting right there. Kind of looks to be setting up for a reversal. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder potentially. It's a little sloppy, but over 216.91 looks pretty good. Netflix consolidated all day yesterday, just sideways. So we'll see if this can push. I'm starting to learn the high. 410.64. Amazon, no setup here really. Too choppy. Meta has earnings. Oh, Google has earnings too. So that kind of ruins that. Google has earnings today. Google has earnings and Meta has earnings. Yeah, thank you, Rusty. So that kind of ruins that because premium is going to be so juiced. So that ruins that. Square, Nothing really too special today again. Oh yeah, let's take a look at ARM. So this had news yesterday, which is why AMD dropped. We had this resistance, right? Pushed through, pulled back, and now it's sitting up 3% pre-market right towards where it reached also. Yeah, all these names have earnings. They all have earnings. Nvidia getting hit with chip restrictions. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Ton of earnings today though, so if premiums are like really juiced, then I'm just gonna avoid it. We also have Powell tomorrow after close, so that's not ideal. But I really do like the Nvidia setup. We shall see. MMM is lifting on earning beat. Yeah, all crypto names are moving here. They're all moving. We could look for coin continuation. I mean, chart looks pretty solid. So I don't really like to play those crypto names though too often. Tesla's up 2% here pre-market. WM's up 1%. I do like the look of Google though, and Meta, and Nvidia. So those are my favorite setups. But again, they Meta and Google has earnings today. So be cautious with that. Nvidia had that news come out, which Easy Gold just posted in the Discord. So, but they did have good news yesterday too. Anyone have any questions about anything? I'm gonna go set up the Zoom for today. SPX levels. Let's take a look. So this low, 100%. This previous high, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. Let's see what else. This previous double bottom here. With a double top, we can even draw. Right, resistance, resistance. Previous support, previous resistance. This previous support here. Resistance, support, support, resistance. Those are the cleanest levels. Yeah, those are really the cleanest levels there. That's really it. Nothing really too special again. I like the look of Meta and Google though. Well, we'll see. Alright, gonna go set up the Zoom, guys. Appreciate everyone stopping by. If you could drop a like before you head out, means a lot.